Hey everyone, and welcome to another video update for Practical Reef. The Reef is now 11 months old, and it's been just over a month since the big fiasco. As you can see, it's, well, not quite barren, but definitely it is not where it used to be, as you can see. But not all is lost. I have actually been working on the tank, and I've done a few changes, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has written in with the comments and emails and talking about the tank and what they have been through. So the way I look at it is it's a rite of passage, because everyone I know who has been in this hobby long enough has gone through at least one of those crashes, and I thought that it would not happen to me, but there you go. It did, and it is my fault. I could have done a few things better. So just to sum up, I should not have used the same sand. Every time I moved before, I always changed the sand, but this time I have no idea why, but just I forgot about it and did not reuse the sand. Sorry, did not put in new sand in. And the second issue with the tank and with the move was that it was cold. It's a Canadian winter, and the move took longer than expected, and I did not put in heaters in the tanks with corals, and I think that, and plus probably a bit overzealous exposure to air is what did it in. Now, what I really think happened was once I've placed everything in, probably one or two corals have really started to slime up and release toxins, and I think the rest of them have followed. I don't think all of them had reacted this way. So, but anyways, what is done is done. I have to move on, and let's talk a little bit about what my plans are and what I've done before. So, for a while, I have actually been contemplating whether I want to be in this hobby long term. The list on both sides has been pretty long, but in the end I decided that I like this too much to part with this. It's a lot of fun. It's not a large tank at the moment, so I think it's still pretty manageable. So what I'm doing now is I look at it as a chance for me to do everything right. So what does that mean? That means that, and I've always dreamed about doing that, is this time around when I'm going to be placing Acropora corals in here, I'm going to quarantine every single piece through proper frag system, which I have set up in advance. So as we speak, I have a frag tank going, and I'm using it to basically start off the new set of colonies that I'm going to populate this tank with. I'm going to be quarantining everything, doing dips, the whole 9 yards, so that when anything goes into this tank, it's 100% free of anything. So, and going forward, the only corals that are going to be going into this tank are going to be going through the rigorous quarantine process. Having said all that, I also have spent my Sunday basically going through, taking every single rock out of this tank, and I've scraped off all of the existing acroporas and that has encrusted over the tank, over the rock. So now there's no more acropora in this tank. And when I'm going to be putting things in next time, I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to introduce any of Acropora pests such as acropore-eating flatworms or red bugs. Both of those things do happen in the hobby, and if I'm going to be building my collection from scratch, I want to be 100% certain that anything I go and buy is not going to introduce that into the tank. No matter how much you dip, you need to make sure that the corals are pristine. So that's my plan. What does that really mean? That means that this tank is going to be acropora free for at least a month, maybe as long as 3 months. Yes, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to teach me patience. Perhaps later on I'll do another video of my frag tank and I'll show you what I have cooking over there. And basically we'll go from there. So thank you for watching. This is really not as spectacular as I would have hoped, but let's use this as almost like a 1 year mark, and this would be a good baseline to see how far we can get in this hobby, and hopefully this would be a lesson to others, so that they learn from my mistakes. Thank you for watching, and see you in a month.